Hello. Oops. Cow goes. Happy Monday. Oh, whoops. Oh. That's not what I want. Oh, congrats. You get that heart. Oh, oops. See, you had an out to die early and you didn't take it. Gotta keep an eye out for those off-ramps. The guy that they gave Pig Heart to at my graduate school, university, medical center, ultimately died. I don't know if anybody was keeping up with that. I think that happened last week. Congrats on the valve. There's a Steam joke in there somewhere, but someone else will have to make it. Yeah, there you go. Well, I'm glad you're healthy enough to now be hit by a train. That's great to hear. I'm doing pretty badly. Like, woke up yesterday and cut myself and then cried all day, so it's roughly how things have been going. Don't tell anyone that. Or do, whatever. That's why I don't have these streams saved. Oh yeah, and then the Harvard crisis line that I contacted called back and said, "Oh, sorry, your benefits aren't provided by Harvard anymore, so you can't really do a whole lot." Oh, okay. That's fine. It's because they're provided by the federal government. Technically not by Harvard anymore, so... Womp womp. No, they're providing benefits. Like, I have benefits through the federal thing, but there was a employee crisis line that Harvard had set up where they'll, like, you know, get you help and expedite whatever stuff, but I guess I don't qualify for that, and the hospital that I work at doesn't have anything similar for employees, so... Oh well. Have to figure something else out. Yeah, it does really suck. It's all just a mess. You know, and like everything for mental health services are all super, super backed up. So it's starting to feel like... you know, we don't have any sort of availability unless you want to go to a hospital. Which I don't think would really help a whole lot. And also, I don't have any money. Local lifelines for what? I mean, there probably are, but I don't know. Just thought stuff would be better, like, long term, and I guess it isn't. Yeah, I know, it's expensive. What am I doing? Yeah, I already called the local crisis line. It was not very good. It was part of Samaritans, and they just had a dude on the other end who was like, yeah. Every, like, 10 seconds after I said something. So... Then I just hung up. It's like, sorry, you're not helping. It was like having Chris Chan on the other end of the call or something. Well, at least Chris would probably speak more. This person just sighed and made noise. So yeah, I don't know. That's life. If you know Popcorn Kernel from the chat, I met up with him on Saturday and took his television. So now I have that. It's weird, like it's a Samsung and I haven't had a television for a long time, so I don't really know how things work. You know, and I've never had a smart TV. I actually just got rid of my old like 720p 32-inch Samsung from like 2008. So this is all new to me. Oh no, I don't use my TV for TV either, but it like has TV. Oh no, I use it for more than a monitor. Like, whatever Samsung TV Plus is, you've got, like, some channels for free, but also, like, a lot of weird, like, crank channels, a lot of, like, fringe political channels, which I guess would probably not be carried by anything else. There's a channel that just does all Kitchen Nightmares, and a channel that just does all Hell's Kitchen. so I made a playlist of tolerable content. I believe it's just called tolerable content. Oops. And it's just like the Bon Appetit channel, the Bob Ross channel, the 2 Gordon Ramsay channels. What else? In that vein of content, the America's Test Kitchen channel. Yeah, like stuff that I could just... like presets on a radio that I would probably not mind listening to. I mean, it's neat. I think having a TV is good for the sense of, like, I feel like me just sitting in bed all day watching YouTube is, like, more of a depressive activity than it is if I were to get up and walk to another room and then watch the same content on a TV. You know, it's the sense of, oh, I put some effort into this. This is just what people do. This is not what I'm doing because I'm too sad to do anything else. Oh, here, I'll show you. It's actually very nice. He's moving to Japan and could not take the TV with him. So I'd been going through Craigslist, trying to get free TVs, and this is like 50-inch Samsung 7 Series from like 2019, I think. So now it's, aside from like all the other random shit in the floor, it's actually like a real sort of room in there, kind of, or like getting to be a real room at some point, so. Oh yeah, I put my TV on Craigslist. I was gonna say, I don't know if anybody took it, but they did. So bright and vibrant. Yeah, I was initially designing this with the idea of, oh, everything's gonna be nice and colorful, and then I won't be sad because I filled the apartment with things that I like. Oops. Yeah, I had to list my old TV on Craigslist. Good old... whatever this is. LN32 something something. Someone took it, so... No, my old TV's 32 inches. And only 720p. And it was like fine, there's nothing wrong with it, it's just... old. And... you know, it seemed a little bit dinky to put up, especially when people in Boston are giving out like free TVs from, you know, 2010, 2012. You can get like a 1080p 42-inch-ish TV if you keep an eye out. We bought Grandma a TV before she died, and then the TV died soon after. Because the Westinghouse name does not mean what it used to mean. Now it just means some like offshore holding company is making crappy TVs. The name you can trust. I don't even remember the TV that we got for Grandma. That was a while ago. It's probably HD. Did you, dig up, is there like a cached listing for that? first time I've ever actually used Craigslist, so I'll take a screenshot. Yeah, at some point I was starting to write it to be, like, goofier, but I figured it's just like, look, come and take this thing. I don't want it sitting on the floor anymore. Yeah, the amount of people giving away giant projection TVs is always sort of impressive. Just like remembering that I guess somebody at some point like must have bought this 200-pound television. You know, the era of the big screen TV. Which is not a term anybody says. Chat, I'm really depressed. What do I do about it? I know I, like, technically wrote a graduate thesis on that exact topic, but none of those are really, like, fixes that'll do anything now. I don't have any ketamine. I don't have any money for ketamine. Yeah, I haven't had a coffee yet. It's probably too late. Oh, the lemon tree is blooming a lot. So it smells like flower and whatever in here. Here, marijuana is good for depression. I mean, it's got its moments, but wouldn't really say it's a fix. It's just a distraction. Here, see, the lemon tree is popping again. And it's doing that, like, all over. I just didn't take any other pictures, because I don't feel like moving it. Reach out to friends. I don't have any here. So, it's not really a fix at the moment. No, I don't want a cat. All my effort in making the apartment smell nice will be lost. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I was waiting for that other crisis line to get back to me today before they said, oh, well, benefits aren't provided by Harvard anymore, so we don't really know if we can help. But I waited for that all day in lieu of going into work. Because I was expecting, like, something more than that. So I've just sort of, like, lied around all day. Yeah, it's really irritating. It's all just a dumb mess, you know. Not even just, like, on Harvard's end, but that doesn't really help. But, you know, just, like, healthcare in general. You know, it's not like I'm intentionally trying to be miserable or I get anything out of it. just some way that you end up at some point. And gee, wouldn't it be nice if they had, like, you know, actual reliable resources that help, that weren't locked down by like, some sort of number that you have attached to some account. Someone can look on their computer and say, oh, sorry. Only looking to help some other class of miserable people, but not you. I mean, it didn't require... Well, no, I guess it technically required some payment, like, internally, but whatever. It's fine. Oh, thanks. I've been kind of like losing after, or at like the first couple of levels though, so... Oops. Oh, and I'm depressed. I don't eat at all. Oh, yeah, I guess not. I haven't eaten today yet. And with any luck, we can keep it there. It's a little of both. I'm not especially hungry though. Yeah, maybe another grilled cheese. But also, you don't have to eat every day, so... Figure, like, any day I am, too sad to be bothered to eat, it's a good day. It's like, hey, that's less money you gotta spend, and you can avoid getting fatter. Well done. That's a net win. Take a multivitamin every day, and that's essentially food, so... It's essentially plant food. No, you're not supposed to ignore the hunger pains, because then essentially you cross over into an eating disorder, and that's a pain in the butt to get rid of. Multivitamins hurt your stomach. Yeah. I had that happen a bit. I don't know if I switched to a different kind, or if you just, like, take them for more than a couple of days, your body gets used to it. Well, at least you're keeping an eye on your pee, which is the window to good holistic health. I say as someone who's not that kind of doctor. No, the good thing of messing up your kidneys is that you just have another one, so don't worry about it. And, like, alternatively, everyone else has two, so just grab one off the street. Oh, do they do that? I've never looked up kidney transplants. That's interesting. Oops. Oh, level 5. Can do better than that. Oh, I'm sure it took a bit of effort to figure out how to do that so the other kidney doesn't go necrotic and then you die. Good one from Luna. Wasn't much of a layup, but you went for it anyway. Yeah, that'd be nice. Just been in a bad pit for most of the last 2 months. It just sort of seems to get worse. And I don't know what you're supposed to do about it. Except just suffer, I guess. Oops. No, that's not what I want. Yeah, that one right there that pops that yellow is gonna be a problem. Oh well. Yeah. Oops. Oh no, it was the original joke. I take no credit for it. Hey, I'm gonna head out. I'll see you guys. Bye then.